Hello and welcome back. It is me again, and today, because it's Maggie, let's talk about some stuff that I enjoy. And that's music. We're talking about music today. We're talking about video game music. We're talking about the most influential video game soundtracks of all time. There are, to be honest with you, too many to count. But today, we're just briefly going to go through the top 10. It's going to be light, it's going to be quick. I am unexpectedly, very suddenly, going to be visiting family this weekend and need to have several several extra episodes queued up real quick here. So that is part of the reason why I am going with a rather simple topic today, if you will, as well as the next several episodes as well. Yes, all is well. All is well. There is no emergency, thankfully. But, still, next several episodes, it is fitting. Playing Maggie. That's not gonna make it, but... Oh, that works. Nice. Ow. No! I missed both. If I'm gonna take damage, then I'm gonna get something out of it. That's how you play Maggie. Tainted Maggie. But, yes, anyway. Ooh, oh. We got it. We got both of them, alright. Allow me to remind you, first of all, that this is a boss rush... Sorry, Hush episode, not boss rush. Very different, very different. It's go time. This is a Hush episode today, and that means I won't be getting too much into the topic until we get there. But... yeah, I knew I wouldn't do that much damage. However... Okay, that's not great. That's kind of mean of you, to be honest. Anyway, so... To finish my thought from earlier, I am a little scatterbrained. Again, I need to record a ton of episodes, all in a row here, and I will do my best with that. It will probably be lighter topics, but also since I'm playing Maggie for the next several episodes, at least, I figure, Maggie is a character who is all about love, isn't she? So let's talk about stuff that I love and enjoy, and one of the top things on that list is music. I am a musical person. I do enjoy my music, and I do especially enjoy video game music. And I'll just eat that and we'll go. Video game music has a very special place in my heart, where you see I, without much exaggeration, grew up from video games, if you will. That's actually not bad. I mean, it's not great. I wish it gave me higher damage. But for what it is, I'll accept it. Yeah, it is with no exaggeration that I say that I sort of, no, not just grew up on video games. I mean, almost every modern guy has. More to the point, of course. No. I need this. Is that video games in an unfortunately real sense, kind of raised me. And I say that because it's not exactly something that, how do I put this lightly? Doesn't make my parents look great, but maybe it shouldn't, because... Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. What I am going to get into is video game music. Again, very, very inspirational. Uh-oh. Hold on, I do need to get to Mega Satan, which does mean... Whoop, that I'm gonna need to not get hit very much. And I'm out of expendable hearts here. And none of these... Well, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this. You didn't even give me... Okay, thanks. Whoa! That was close. Anyway, yeah, absolutely grew up as a Nintendo kid, mostly thanks to my older brother. You didn't even give me... Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna use that right away, no reason not to. I grew up a Nintendo kid, and I always had a passion for music in many of the games that I played. I grew up in the golden era, really, of Nintendo games, as it appears to be. At least that's how people tend to reference a lot of the games that I very casually owned and played as a child. Despite now their apparent rarity and what's even the term? Covetousness? That's not right. But yeah, growing up playing games like ActRaiser, I mean that's not exactly a game renowned for its soundtrack or anything, but it is a fantastic SNES game regardless. Super Mario RPG is another classic Paper Mario. I've got SNES games under my belt. I've got N64 games under my belt. I've even got a few NES games under my belt. And then I personally grew up... I played a lot of those games thanks to my older brother, but I personally grew up owning a GameCube that was mine, and definitely not my parents'. Don't worry about that. I definitely bought it as a child. And played through many of the world's most classic and most famous examples of Nintendo games, at the very least. I want it. I don't want to spend my soul hearts. Where's the item room as well? I kind of need that. I mean, I don't need to be in this much of a rush, but it's not a bad idea to be either. Ooh, thank you. Perfect. We got it. So I am personally acquainted, if you will, with many of the games on this top 10 list of most influential video game music that I will be talking through in a few minutes here, or at least I'll get started with talking through it. I can't guarantee that I'll finish anytime soon, because of the nature of these fast episodes. These episodes where I go fast, not where the episode is short. I hope... Whoa. Okay. Cool. I hope you understand. I am so healthy right now, which is good. It's good to be healthy, because it means it should, in theory, be harder for me to lose my health. Let's confuse you real quick. You hit the other one too? I just wanted you to hit the first one. Oh well. Yeah, just step on the blood, creep. It's fine. I will also be talking about my more personal favorite video game soundtracks and the like, to boot. Oh, great, thanks. Well, I mean, luck isn't bad. I shouldn't complain. And I'll spill the beans right now. My personal favorite video game soundtrack of all time has to go to Chrono Trigger. And I worry a little bit because that franchise never exactly went anywhere. I mean, there's technically Chrono Cross and Radical Dreamers and all that, but it didn't exactly stay relevant, you know? I do worry that more and more people will have no idea what Chrono Trigger is. Ah, I sensed it. And that appreciation for it and its music is simply going to fade in time, and that's going to make me really, really sad, because it is a fantastic soundtrack. It is well deserving of being on the top 10 list of video game soundtracks, at least in my opinion. It is... I wish it was more influential, even. Unfortunately, it just didn't get very far outside of the cult following that it has, but I absolutely adore it. So, for each of the top 10 video game soundtracks. We're gonna... Hi. Actually... Sure. For each of them, we're gonna talk through, you know, obviously what the game is and what its styles and inspirations are. There are some fascinating answers. I dodged all of those expertly. Wow! How did I do that? Oh, and my luck ends. I'm gonna lose this Boneheart in a second here, aren't I? Yep. 1 second even. Wow! I'm so good at that! On the bright side, I don't exactly need to keep it. That is very useful, thank you. That is a very far away boss room. Huh. It's time to go smacking. Oh, Bozo is gonna be so good! I think. I'll just use that now. It's fine. Oh, and here I can't do anything. I really just need more damage, not more fire rate. But I am appreciative of the fire rate that I currently have, don't get me wrong. I will save my charge for the boss. Besides, I practically get free creep anyway. Yep. Oh! Hey, Bozo. Whoa! Okay, alright, thanks. We are doing alright on time. Actually, we're doing good on time for going for Hush. If this were just boss rush, that'd be another thing entirely. There we go, nice. Yeah, so for each soundtrack, we're gonna talk through the style, the inspiration, and at a basic level, you know, what it is, what game it belongs to, of course, obviously. Actually, okay, this worked out really well for having the lemonade, because I can't exactly place creep underneath this guy. The creep. What a creep. Nothing, though? A lot of health. A lot of health. I appreciate it. Cool. Since I'm going this fast, do I even bother with Hush, or should I just go for boss rush since the opportunity is here, you know? It does play on my mind, that possibility. This is not a great boss rush build, at all. It is a very weak build. But, I mean, this would be a weak build for Hush as well. Actually, no. Hush at least makes more sense because Hush's armor depends on your damage values, so it's more balanced to your build. Hush should be relatively easier than, is what I'm saying. Blow up! Ah! Fine, I'll hit you myself. Nice. That's fine. I can work with that. That's fine. I can work with this. No! I don't need shot speed! Also, I should definitely be looking for the secret rooms, shouldn't I? But, oh well. Get out here. Get down here. I didn't get the second one, huh? That's fine. I'll get you now. Is there still a spider? Aha! There you are. I maybe should enter the cursed room, but I don't know. Nice. Butter is not nice. I do not care for butter. Not in this game. Oh, great, thanks. That's what I wanted. Let's just set you down, and then maybe have you also step on my creep? Nice. Ugh. Only one key left. That's not great. Well, okay. I can work with this. I will also go into here because oh, never mind. I really expected that to be the slim room with the quarter and the spider in it. Not quarter. No, nickel. I don't know how to count currencies. In America. American currencies. It makes no sense. Somehow. Actually, hollowed ground works really well for me, doesn't it? I didn't even consider that. That's great. Wonderful. Oh, you blew up the wrong spot, you fool. Bad trip, huh? And range up. Okay, that's a positive. Lots of money. I don't know quite what I will do with it all, but I will take it for now. Ah! I'm trying to... Oh. Not that. I'm just trying to get through fast, man! Now this. That should be good. That damage buff that I get within Hallowed Ground's range is gonna save me. That's gonna be amazing, although it's gonna wear out very quickly against Hush. Or Boss Rush, for that matter. So I suppose it doesn't really matter, does it? It's nice for keeping me going fast, in other words. Oh. Cool. Get over... Yes, good, good, good. Stay in the yellow. Wonderful. Wonderful, thank you. Keep feeding me skeletons, please. I am hungry. For bones. And we use that. Ow. That's fine. We win. We get the angel room. All according to plan. Purgatory. Not bad, not bad. We get a free key. Very nice, very nice. Ow. Hey. No. Please. Not my hallowed ground. I need that to fight you. Oh. Ow. I'm gonna lose all of my bonus health here, aren't I? Ah! Oh, there it goes. Where did he not drop a heart? Huh? I didn't even get that heart. Okay, well, we got one key piece. That is better than nothing. But not by much. Alright, okay. Ew, yucky. Yucky yuck room. Floor layout, I mean. I will take all of these hearts. I do need them. Yeah, I'm not making boss rush. I thought I would, but I just don't have the damage, do I? So instead, we're going back to our original plan, that is Hush. Which is fine by me. To be clear, it just... I don't know. These intermediate characters just stress me out more than the easier characters do. Crazy how that works, though, isn't it? Very nice, very nice. I mean, I wish I could find the shop first, just in case, but that's alright. Oh, baby. Okay. We've just won, I think. In fact, I can go to Boss Rush now. I might even be able to beat Boss Rush rather quickly. This is amazing. Okay, I need to go the right way to Boss Rush, though. That is a bit of an issue. I will have to use that there because I can't reliably aim. If you can't tell. Oh, that's so good. I can't take that. I figured the shop would be up here. I'll blow you up. I'll take you. I'll take you. And I'll take you, and we'll feast. We'll feast until the morning. Okay, I can, in fact, make Boss Rush, and I may even win. That would be incredible. Shouldn't they die from poison? Oh, I guess not. Huh. My bad. Ugh. Man, I was not... Oh! Was not expecting Ipecac. That is fantastic for this run. Especially considering how fast I need to be schmoovin'. I do appreciate all of the black poops that I am seeing, though. That is quite nice, isn't it? And there we have it. I say like it means something. Ow. It really just means I found the boss and ran into that. Don't worry about that part. Oh, I thought that would hit. I overshot. Yeah, I think this could be a double run. Oh, unfortunate that I didn't get anything else, but Lost Soul is a hilarious idea, and honestly, it's the only one of these that's great. Actually, Magic Fingers is good too, but I'll take it. Now, I just need to not really do that. I mean, I lost the Lost Soul. I was expecting to, engaging with the boss rush and all, but still. Just don't hit... Oh, okay. Don't hit my hallowed ground. I want to save that as long as possible. Which might not be very long at all. But, still, I'd like to save it as long as possible. And there it goes. Just like that. But, we beat that guy. Very quickly. Which is good. This is good. Good luck. Good fortune. And I'm beating these bosses fast enough that my Yum Heart charge is enough to keep me going. Isn't that great? Hey, split, bud. Graham, pal, if you will. Hello. Ow. It is a shame, though, that I have 2 active items, otherwise I might have been able to use my double active with the Yum Heart. Oh, that worked well. Hello. I'm just gonna keep doing this. The move that always hits me. I'm just gonna keep doing this. Anyway, I guess it's time I may as well start talking about the greatest video game music of all time. Or at least the most iconic. It's difficult to define greatness, of course, because of how subjective it is, but as far as iconic goes, there is nothing more iconic, truly, in the world than the Super Mario video game theme. Because that is entry number 1 on this list. Super Mario Bros. Composed back in 1985 by Koji Kondo, the legend himself. I don't mean to elevate men to the status of legends, or women for that matter. And honestly, I didn't like all of Koji Kondo's work in some of the later Nintendo games. I'm sorry if that's sacrilegious or something. It's true, though. I just, like... He had better early work compared to some of his compositions, especially in Super Mario Galaxy 2. But this is where it all started, where his amazing career started, was Super Mario Bros. In 1985. Where'd you go? There you are. Also, if I am... Yep. Oh, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if my melee attack exploded. It did. It does, though. Good to know. No extra hearts, but that's fine. Bye-bye. Can I get this guy? Yes. I can get him rather quickly, can't I? Hey, stop making children. There we go. There. So, Super Mario Bros. The soundtrack to that game is an upbeat chiptune that has a Latin and jazz influence. Latin jazz. But, I don't know, maybe you already knew that or could tell, or maybe you know nothing about music at all, and don't realize that a lot of some of the most iconic video game music, especially Mario, is jazz in origin, or at least jazz-inspired. Jazz-inspired a lot of Japanese composers, as it turns out, and a lot of modern Japanese music, too. I'm not entirely sure why, but I think it's really neat. Are we done yet? No. Almost. That's him. That's him. Actually, I guess... No. Both of them are he's, aren't they? They're both male. That is guaranteed, because it is Steven and Little Steven. Oh, okay, we're still not done. That's fine. I'm fine with hitting myself up close in the face like that. It doesn't matter that much. I have plenty of health at this point. Although that spider is annoying me. And there we have it. Okay, we have a little more health. That's nice, that's nice, that's good. We are almost at 25 minutes. That is not good for beating Hush, which I would still like to do. But, thanks to the map, as well as a few other things here, that's rather easy to navigate, at least, isn't it? I will fight this room. I don't have to. Oh, hey, bud, I forgot about you. Sorry. My bad. Whoa! It's go time. As in, it's time to go. You're not gonna die in one hit, but you might die in two. I gotta remember to actually... Oh, not over here. Okay, well, my bad. Hey, let me out. To the left then, I guess? I gotta remember to actually rely on my melee attack more. There, that's a lot better. Oh, unfortunate that I can't get a full charge before the boss, but that's alright. Do I get the red room? No. I would like to use that, but not here, not today. And we got hollowed ground immediately. Very cool. And it's gone immediately, too. Funny how that works. Get out here. I'm surprised that I'm able to do damage from attacking his body. That doesn't seem right. Oh, but we got it. Scapular, huh? Not great, but I'll take it. How we doing? Okay, we're set to go. We'll at least accomplish a few good things this run. But now it all comes down to whether I can reach the boss in time, and considering this map, it looks like I should be able to. Hey, bye. Forgot about him again. Every time. I'll try up first. That was dumb. That was also a little dumb, but not as dumb as you think. I'm not as dumb as you think. See? Now who's the dumb? Oh yeah, we're golden! We are so good, and look at that shot, wow! Believe it or not, I'm pretty decent at basketball in real life. At least I'm good at making shots. I'm not that tall, though. I mean, I'm not short either, but I'm not that tall, so I'm not great at dunking or anything. We got another angel room. That's impressive. Let's see if we can't snag a quick soul heart, which we can. And wow, this is a successful run. Anyway, I just didn't expect this to go that well. I am ecstatic. Super Mario Bros. 1985 upbeat chiptune with a Latin jazz influence. It was inspired by bossa nova, ragtime, and Japanese city pop rhythms. Fun fact. Oh. Now, time is against us here. Ooh. Never mind, if I get a bunch of free health lying around, then that's pretty good. That's pretty good, too. I do like luck and more damage. Ooh, Lacrophagy, I have no idea how that would synergize here. Actually, have I ever even gotten Lacrophagy? I think that's one I'm missing still. But I am terrified of how that would synergize, so I'm just not going to even try it. I'm sorry. It's what I must do. I hope you understand. I can't risk losing this build. Not when it's this powerful. Not when I'm able to... Oh. Bye, bud. Not when I'm able to potentially get Boss Rush, Hush, Boss Rush, Hush, and Delirium all in one, as well as Mega Satan. Don't forget about Mega Satan. He deserves some love too, doesn't he? Let's see. The Super Mario Bros. Soundtrack showed how melody could become integral to gameplay feel by syncing musical motifs to level design. That was relatively new at the time. That you actually try to evoke certain feelings about the levels through the music, such as the underground theme in Super Mario Bros. Its overworld theme, of course, became the most recognizable piece of game music ever, eventually being archived even in the US Library of Congress. That is how famous it is, although it was the first to be archived in the Library of Congress. I am not sure how many others have been, but I imagine it is far from being the only one. At least at this point in history. It's time to go in with my fisticuffs. Oh, look at this. Come on, wake up. There we go. Bombardment. Look at how tall he is if I'm hitting him all the way up there in the top corner. That's kind of crazy. Don't hit me. Please. Ow. Jerk. Ow. Bozo, I'm gonna need... Ow. Thank you. Thank you, Bozo. In fact, good. I used it at the right distance to not get rid of my advantage. Would you stop that move? Ugh. This seems to be a safe spot, so I'll just sit here. Come on, bud. Come on. Anyway, I don't know for sure, but I imagine there are a number of other famous video game tracks that have also made their way into the US Library of Congress by this point in history. I mean, Zelda as a franchise surpassed Mario as a franchise a few years ago. Mainly since Breath of the Wild, I believe. So even if the Mario tune is more famous, the Zelda tune is not far behind. Soul of Magdalene is the first thing I unlocked. That is great. Fantastic, even. Wow. Alright, and we go down. That's right. I do have plenty of health to spare, don't I? And in fact, speaking of Zelda, coming in at number 2 is The Legend of Zelda, made in 1986, and again, composed by then Nintendo's really only composer, I think. I guess I can't confirm that. I don't know it off the top of my head if he was the only one, but Nintendo's most famous composer, certainly, Koji Kondo. Again. He did it again. He just can't keep getting away with it. And yet he does. Okay, don't hit my little buddy this time. I want to save him at least once. That would be pretty neat. And he's gone. Maybe the problem is that I remembered that he was there. No, because I've forgotten him plenty of times so far and he still died. Oh, I've only had him for like 3 floors anyway. I make it sound like he was here forever. I'll keep my double active, I guess. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, it'll just activate my lemonade, won't it? I think. Let's see what's over here. 2 wooden chests, very nice. 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 Cool. Boss time. And... Ow. Oh, no, No! It's gone! My luxury is gone. What am I to do? Hey, there we go. Hey, bud. Yeah. That's cool. Don't do that. You're freaking the children out. Come on. Ow. Oh, you finally got me. Congrats. I'll just eat real quick. It's fine. Whoa. And we get you, and we avoid you. I said we avoid you. I don't think you got the memo. We take you, we go in here. So, The Legend of Zelda was a modal chiptune orchestration with adventurous, almost folk-like motifs, inspired by medieval European music and Japanese film scores, such as Akira Ifukube. I think that's the name of a composer? I'm not familiar, but I think that's a composer's name, not a film's name. I could be wrong. Let's use that. I'm glad I did, because I see where to go. And we have 2 free chests here, don't we? And I can't quite bomb into them like that, so I'll do it this way. Oh, boy. I guess that doesn't affect my Ipecac, does it? You know, I do still need to die to Ipecac. It needs to happen at some point, and it may happen sooner than you think. But hopefully it happens unintentionally, because it'd be lame if I did it intentionally. Okay, let's just clean this guy up nice and quick here. Just routine work, that's all. Careful, careful. Nope. I want to save my friend this time. This time I'll do it. Probably. Maybe. How did he take the shot for me? Why did he Mr. President me there? I'll never save him. Ow. Let's eat you. No hearts? Do not. Do not. Please. Please do not. Okay. Oh. Do I just go straight into Mega Satan? I'm considering it, but I also need more health. Like, from this room. Except I didn't get any, which is a little bit of an annoyance, just to be honest with you about it. Because I don't like being dishonest with you about it, and also I'm not sure why I would be dishonest with you about it. That's a little strange. Where is he? He is over there. There we go. No health, though. So I'll have to do that. Interesting, actually. Well, okay, didn't mean to use 2, but that's fine. Rainbow Baby, hello, Rainbow Baby. I will stick with this, I guess. We'll see if we can't scrounge up some health here and there. This should be great for health. Nice, scrumptious meals. Succulent Chinese meals. Yes. Perfect. And again, okay, wish I could save you. Unfortunately, that's just not logistically possible. Ooh, close. Close one. Good. We have another charge on the Yum Heart. That is perfect. Okay, anyway, let's see. Zelda, the original, the composition, because that's what we're talking about today, again, was influential for establishing the hero's journey aesthetic, or sound, if you will, in game scores. Indeed, I have heard a few different scores that are very clearly based off of, at the very least, the style of The Legend of Zelda. There are more than a few fan games about The Legend of Zelda as well, or in the same style as The Legend of Zelda, I should say. Also, I have... What am I doing? The shovel is full. I don't like that. I may take it, but I don't like it. What do we get? What do we get? Eyesore. Wait, that might be terrible. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wasn't there a heart somewhere? No, I guess I picked that up. Well, let's see. There's enough rooms left. I'll do that. And get BFF. Now I have an even greater chance of dying. Isn't that great? I didn't even pick up any of those hearts. Uh-oh. Oh, yep, that's, I might not get Mega Satan today. We'll see, we'll see. I might not get Delirium today. That would be acceptable. Mega Satan I do really want, though. Okay, so I just have to be in the middle of rooms, really. That's all. Ow! Oh, I want it. I want the health. And I can't have it. Yes! Right! I forgot about that. Anyway. Yeah, the main theme of The Legend of Zelda set a... Actually, the main theme was... Is it talking about the overworld theme here, or is it talking about the... title theme? Because the overworld theme became the title theme for later entries in the genre. In the franchise, not genre. But the... Whatever the case is, the main theme set a template for fantasy adventure scoring later used in RPGs and films as well. Yes, even films. I am tempted to sacrifice you because you annoy me. And I will. Goodbye. Wow. Yes, I am leaving the lemonade behind. You know what that means? It means my double active actually will replicate my Yum Heart effect. This is incredible. All of the stars feel like they have aligned for this run. I mean, this isn't that crazy of a run, but I'm glad it's worked out so well, you know? That's all. It could have been so much more mediocre, and instead it turned out to be a pretty great run, all things considered. Don't slow me down, that's very rude of you. Uh-oh, here we go. Whoa. I'm gonna use my Yum Heart here. I'm surprised that... Oh. Is it a... Oh. I need the health. Okay. I'm surprised I haven't lost Hallowed Ground yet, but I suspect I will any second now. Yep, indeed. I'm so good at that guessing game. Well, I think it served the best possible purpose. You know, that was a great use of it while it lasted. Now, I have a sneaking suspicion here that I'm not going to survive the void floor. Call me crazy, but I don't think it's likely, considering how much damage I'm going to be doing to myself within, like, almost every room. At least I do good boss damage, you know? Unfortunately, I also don't have any sort of health regen either. I would very much like it. Let's see. Third in the list, though. Third most influential video game soundtrack is Final Fantasy VI. Which, if memory serves, is actually Final Fantasy IV, because English versus Japanese release titles were slightly off back then. And... whoa... I want to say our final... Why are you doing the same move again? What? Okay, well, now I learned. It didn't... because I don't have an active item, according to the card, it didn't activate anything. That's really disappointing. That's super lame. Huh. Okay. Well, now I know. Now I know. Why am I down to 1.5? Oh, I see. I get it. At least I'll win here, right? 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 Oh, yes. Scapular saved me. Oh. Final Fantasy VI, again, which I believe is the original Final Fantasy IV. It was just translated as 6 in the English version. For reasons. Give me that. Ugh. Hey, a black sack. That sucks. At least this is pretty easy, although I will die in one hit here. I'm a little scared for my life right now. I'm not sure if you can tell that. Well, my in-game life. But this is suddenly very, very scary. With how little health I have. Yeah, we're gonna have to use up my Yum Heart as soon as it becomes available every time, huh? Do I take Karma? Karma doesn't do anything, though. Not for me. Not this run. It's not any better than Meconium, though. Let's see, so the soundtrack for Final Fantasy VI was composed by Nobuo Uematsu. I love a lot of his works. This is one of them. This is one that I enjoy as well. It is a nice piece, or a nice composition. Actually, no, more than that, a very amazing composition, isn't it? Let's not praise him too lightly, shall we? Oh, hold on, I see that. Okay, I'm gonna need to use this. That's fine. That's cool. That's great. This was a symphonic drama via SNES sample synthesis. If you like symphonic dramas, I guess. You're probably fairly familiar with a lot of Final Fantasy music, even if you don't really realize it. Unless you're not a video game person, then maybe not. But, I mean, it is very, very famous stuff. I'm just gonna enter whatever boss rooms I see at this point. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We are slowly getting there with the health. Cool, cool, cool. Nice. Yeah, this Meconium is actually helping me a lot more than I expected it would. So, good job, Meconium. Get him. Thank you. Uh-oh. There we go. Cool. The Final Fantasy VI soundtrack was inspired by Romantic-era composers such as Wagner and Mahler, as well as progressive rock and film scores, so it is just one big menagerie, if you will. Menagerie. Mangreen. There we go. This expanded the emotional range of RPG scores compared to works before it into opera, industrial waltz, as well as heroic fanfare, all in one soundtrack. It encompassed a wide variety of very dramatic, very romantic styles, didn't it? I want the health, and I will take it. But that is how this relationship works. Aria di Mezzo Carattere proved that even the SNES could convey operatic storytelling. Now, I'm not too familiar with that song myself, that particular song, but again, I am generally familiar with a lot of the Final Fantasy scores and can attest to their greatness. This is good. This is very healthy, isn't it? Yes, very healthy. Delirium. No. I'm disappointed. Let's see, number 4 on the list, because I am going slow, because it's a lot to focus and go past. I hope you appreciate that. Transcendence, huh? Cool. Is Streets of Rage 2 from 1992, composed by Yuzo Koshiro. No thank you. The style is early 90s house music, as well as techno and breakbeat in FM synthesis. Indeed, a lot of the earlier video game soundtracks were just kind of a mix of a bunch of styles. Some were popular, some were less so, but the general trend, which we'll talk about tomorrow, in fact... Perfect, I might win after all. The general trend with music is that first, video game music was inspired, and then video game music inspired many of the same genres that it drew from. But again, more on that tomorrow. Would you die? Thank you. Is that it? Cool. Why have I only seen one boss so far? There we go. I just had to open my big mouth. Alright, it's go time. I can't really aim, can I? Not really. Oh, disappeared just a second after I needed it. This should be easier to get these hearts, but it's not. At least he's spawning more enemies than I thought he would be. Yeah, like there's another, even. If only you will give me hearts. Let's see. Specifically, Streets of Rage 2 was inspired by Detroit techno, UK rave, and underground club scenes. Again, quite the mix, as before. Please do not get rid of my hallowed ground. I like it a lot. Oh, who are you? The Hanged Man. Get out of here. I am taking a lot of damage now. Hey, bud. No health? Fine. I can do without you. But we're almost out of health ourselves. I'll have to use the sun earlier than anticipated, which is not bode well. Uh-oh. Indeed, this does not bode well. I am scared of you. Whoa, okay. Look, I'm trying to save my last parts here. Hi, Bumbino. Just regular-looking Bumbino. Bizarre to see you here, but whatever. And we use it. That's all it takes. Oh, all the health in the world! Shame. Shame that he couldn't have done that earlier. But it would have been very dangerous to approach as well. Should I melee him to death? That might be the best way to guarantee the most damage. Wouldn't it? I'm scared. Ow. Uh-oh. We did it! I mean, we didn't beat Delirium, but it finally happened! We finally died on accident! Okay, we'll need to beat Delirium another day. We got very, very close. So incredibly close. That's a little frustrating, but at least it's not Mega Satan. Let's just validate. Yep, sure enough. Okay, very successful run. Even if we didn't beat Delirium, we'll have to do that either tomorrow or the next day. Anyway, Streets of Rage 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna blow through this list, hope you don't mind. Let's see, this was the first major console score to pull directly from contemporary electronic dance music. Streets of Rage 2, again, 1992. Later, it inspired EDM artists to treat game sounds as legitimate dance floor material. Number 5 on the list is my favorite. It is Chrono Trigger, 1995 by Yasunori Mitsuda, mainly, with a few scores, a few compositions by Nobuo Uematsu, who again composed Final Fantasy VI, as well as other very famous games. The style is melodic and globally influenced orchestral, again using SNES samples. Inspired by Celtic folk, Japanese traditional styles, and jazz fusion. It proved a game could have a cohesive musical world with recurring motifs not tied to narrative themes. The final song in the score, Too Far Away Times, remains one of the most beloved game endings in music. Number 6, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim in 2007, composed by Jeremy Soule. This is a massive orchestral scoring with Nordic choir and modal harmony. It was inspired by, of course, Norse folk music, Hollywood epics, such as composed by John Williams, and Gregorian chants. The Dragonborn theme became a meme as well as a cultural touchstone for many, and it cemented the cinematic open-world orchestral style that is now industry default. Next, number 7, Journey from 2012, composed by Austin Wintory. It is a minimalist orchestration blending cello, winds, and ethereal textures. It was inspired by Arvo Part, Eastern folk traditions, and ambient sound design. It was the first video game score nominated for a Grammy in the main soundtrack category, designed to evoke interactively with player movement and emotion. Number 8 on the list is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time in 1998, again by Koji Kondo, the second Zelda on this list. Early 3D interactive music was featured with modal melodies and location-specific instrumentation, inspired by Celtic and Eastern folk music, plus cinematic fantasy scoring. Music was used as a game mechanic, because it's the Ocarina of Time. There are ocarina puzzles throughout the game, in a way that directly tied narrative, gameplay, and soundtrack. Number 9, Halo Combat Evolved from 2001, composed by Martin O'Donnell and Michael Salvatore. The style is orchestral choral hybrid with rock percussion. It is a Halo Combat Evolved is such a funky soundtrack when you listen to it. If you didn't know the game and you were asked, hey, what game do you think this soundtrack goes to? You'd have no idea. It is so out there, but it does work really well. It was inspired by Gregorian chant, military marches, and arena rock. Look at that wacky, tacky bundle of inspiration. The main chant theme became iconic across both gamer and non-gamer audiences and helped define the sci-fi epic shooter sound. Lastly, number 10 on the list is Minecraft Volume Alpha, composed in 2011 by C418, whose real name is Daniel Rosenfeld. This is a sparse ambient piano with electronic hybrids. Piano and electronic hybrids. It was inspired by Brian Eno's ambient work, minimalism, as well as lo-fi electronica. This redefined what game music could be, calm, meditative, and non-linear, and became a cultural touchstone for Gen Z's online and creative life, recently preserved in the U.S. National Recording Registry. And last but not least, I think I said last but not least already, but we have a few honorable mentions here. Metroid from 1986, composed by Hirokazu Tanaka. Atmospheric alien sound design in 8-bit, which is what its legacy was, even though the man himself only composed the first Metroid game. Out of the franchise, anyway. Next, Shadow of the Colossus from 2005, composed by Kao Otani. Its style is cinematic tragic grandeur. Next is Nier Automata from 2017, composed by Keiichi Okabe, featuring layered vocals, genre-shifting experimentation. And that's the end of that sentence. And lastly, Tetris for the Game Boy in 1989, composed by Hirokazu Tanaka, the same man who composed the Metroid soundtrack. I told you he didn't compose more in that franchise. This was a folk tune adaptation of Korobainiki, which eventually became a global earworm. And there we have it, all of the most influential video game music of all time. You have likely heard many of these. You have likely loved at least some of these. I have loved many of these. These have been earworms for me on many a happy day and many a sad day for me. It has touched me deeply. Anyway, that'll do it for today. I know today wasn't so educational, but I hope you enjoyed and learned something nonetheless. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care.